Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Street Talk and other stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati this Monday morning. Nice to have you here, and it's nice to be back. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. Just got a couple things before we go to our guests today. Got some good guests, some interesting stuff about an annual event that happens in Wenatchee that really makes this community stand out. Proud to have these folks today. We'll get to that in a minute. Part of what I do is mental health counseling, okay, and domestic violence counseling. And some of my clients that come to me are court ordered, okay, or the state recommends that they come. So I have to get police reports and other reports from other agencies. And recently I requested a police report from the Grand County Sheriff's Office, and they faxed it over to me. And the clerk later called me up and said, I need a copy of that report. I said, well, I have it. Don't you have the original? She says, no, I faxed it to you. And I was in Seattle over the weekend with my wife. We go over there on a weekend after her birthday. We went to see the show Mamma Mia at the Fifth Avenue. It was really nice, and stayed, rode around in cabs, that kind of thing. But I was passing a bookstore that was going out of business, a brick and mortar store, and the sign on the window said, "No public restrooms. Go to Amazon.com." But locally, we have a bookstore here that is operating. My friend Anna Ordway, she runs Ye Old Bookshop down on Palouse Street. And she told me some guy came into her store the other day looking for a specific book. He said, I'm looking for a book, and I know the title, but I don't know the author. And she said, okay, what book? And he said, Dante's Inferno. Come on, that's good, all right? Well, hey, Street Talk and other stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati, you stick around. Great guest today. We'll be right back.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, and this is Guada TV. Every week we will be bringing you a first look at North Central Washington business, tech, and education news. You'll hear from local influencers and innovators who live right here in the Valley. Together, we'll discuss hot topics, current events, and resources that can support your business, our schools, and this community. Join me every week, and let's get inspired.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
Just as went on the air, Steve, NCW Life is live now on Facebook.
Hey, how's about that? We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm Dan Koontz, your host for the next hour.
Every weekday, starting at 7 o'clock.
Get ready for a bunch of news that's coming your way.
What's happening around North Central Washington. I'll have a rundown of all your local, regional, and statewide news. You can also find more on our website at ncwlife.com. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. That's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on NCW Life News.
When Mike leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside. But we feel safer inside knowing our home is being monitored by a local company. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere. So when we get home, I know it's safe.
Protect your family and save money with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to Guardian Services from LocalTel. Call Guardian Security from LocalTel now or visit localtel.net to learn more.
Hey, we are back. Street Talk and other stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati, and I'm very proud today to have these folks with me today. This is Carol Andre. She is a supervisor from Wenatchee Parks and Recreation.
Hello.
Nice to have you, Carol, again. Haven't seen you in a while.
Been a
nice to
while.
have you here. And this is Mr. Sasha Smith, who is the program coordinator, if I got that right.
Recreation coordinator.
Recreation coordinator. Okay. See, if I don't look at my notes, I don't remember anything. But these folks are here to talk in general about the Parks and Recreation programs, but specifically we want to talk about Special Olympics because this is an annual event we've been doing for how long now?
This is the 28th year.
28?
28th. It started in Wenatchee, and it's the permanent home site.
Gosh, really? That's incredible. 28 years?
28 years.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about that, but just, Carol, tell us a little bit about yourself. Because these are people, if you don't know them, you should, okay?
Thank you.
Well, I've been with the City of Wenatchee Parks and Rec for 28 years.
Yeah, right,
So my
yeah.
first year was the first year of Winter Games for Special Olympics here. Came from City of Bellevue, ran their Special Recreation Division.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a CW grad in Recreation and Therapeutic Services. And just love the Wenatchee Valley. Have 5 kids.
5 kids?
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
Yep.
You know?
They're all grown and gone and doing
Right.
well, and awesome. Love it here.
Okay, and actually, Sasha is my next door neighbor, and I'm happy to say.
Unfortunately.
Oh, come on! He loves it, you know.
I
But
do,
also,
I
I
do,
knew
I do.
Sasha years ago. His mom, Jeanette Morantos, worked for the Wenatchee World while I was a police officer. I always throw in that I'm a police officer. So I like to brag about it. But no, a little bit about yourself too. So
Yeah, born and raised in Wenatchee. I played basketball at Wenatchee Valley College and went to Eastern, got my degree in recreation management, went on to work for the City of Portland, Parks and Recreation, before me and my wife moved back to the Wenatchee Valley, and was lucky enough to land a job here with Carol. Been with the city now for about a year and a half.
Cool.
And 2 years in
lucky
August.
enough to be my next door neighbor.
Yeah,
too.
I'm lucky enough to be his next door neighbor. Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, it's a dream job, and I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else.
All right, so what's happening with Parks and Rec? Okay, what's, a lot of programs, a lot of stuff people may not be aware of.
Yeah, I
so-
think people don't know the scope of what we actually do.
Okay.
And when we say what we do, they're like, wow. We run the city pool. We do all the day camps, sport camps, concert series, special events, a big Halloween carnival at the convention center. We did the polar plunge Saturday for Special Olympics.
Yeah, that was just this past Saturday. Right?
We run the youth basketball league. We do a lot
Yeah.
with the 2 of us here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
See, and we met back when, the police department was working with the recreation department to do night basketball.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about that. That still go on at
Right,
all?
way back, it was about 1993.
Yeah.
The whole midnight basketball to help give teens an option on the weekend evenings to do something fun and good rather than making it other choice was really hot. And it was working with law enforcement, and the whole scope of that was to bring law enforcement in a positive sense, shoot some hoops with the kids, talk to them a little bit, rather than meeting them out on the street and
Right.
it being a negative experience. And it was a strong program for about 11 years. We had up to 200 kids a night every Friday and Saturday night
Yeah.
at Pioneer Middle School. And we had different police from all the agencies, actually. Wenatchee PD, East Wenatchee, State Patrol, both sheriffs. They'd rotate in and come in and just hang out with the kids. And it was a good thing. It ran its course and started, dribbling off about 11 years in. We just changed our types of things that we're offering. But it was great. It was a great
Yeah, it
day.
was fun. Okay,
Yeah.
Sasha, what kind of stuff are you involved in? Let's not talk about Special Olympics yet.
Sure.
Let's get to there in a minute. But what do you like doing? What's your favorite stuff?
Outside of work?
Well, either way.
Okay. All right.
I asked the guy about his favorite stuff. He immediately goes, "Well, when I'm not working, I'm down with that." Yeah.
My general responsibilities. I'm more of the feet on the ground, and Carol's more in the supervisor role. So I help with the actual events of making them happen, and I do some planning with it as well. So I help with all the programs she just talked about, including we have, our big ones that we're starting to gear up for too is this summer for the summer concert series, our summer day camp, and our movie in the park. So those are my big focuses right now. But those are the big ones really that we're trying going forward.
Okay, so the concert series. Give me a little info on that, because you do stuff not just in the summer, but you do stuff during the winter too, right? There used to be a Flake Festival where you did kind of a concert.
Well, actually, Flake Festival has morphed into the Bundle Up Fest, which we had on January 20th down at the convention center. So we had outdoor activities with a fun run and hay wagon and s'mores and all that fun stuff. And then inside, we put on a youth sports and activities fair. So we had 40 different organizations passing out information to everything they have to offer for kids. So it was kind of a one-stop shop for families to come and see what's to offer for kids in the valley. So that's how that program has morphed.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So what else? What other programs do you think are valuable?
So the other part, we offer family canoeing and kayaking, and we have just recently ended, but we also do snowshoe hikes, family guided snowshoe hikes that we partner with the Chelan Douglas Land Trust for, which is a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
So we try to provide a lot.
Wait a minute, you just said snowshoeing and fun in the same gym.
depending on your personality type, I guess.
Yeah. Those family-based programs are really important. It's doing really fun things out in the community with families together. And then our summer wading pool program, we have 3 wading pools in
Meadow Park.
Washington Park.
Down in our hood.
Yeah,
And Pennsylvania Park.
Yeah,
We have 3 wading pools. They're old. They're about 55 years old. So we're just keeping them running, but that's a program that's free for those kids in those neighborhoods. So in the summer when school's not in session and some of them may not have supervision at home, they can come to the park every day. And there's rec leaders there that they see every day. And it's the same, it's consistent, it's fun, it's supervised afternoons, and it's free. So that's one of my programs I think is super.
I grew up with something like that. I grew up in New Jersey, and there was right behind where, well, kind of around the corner from where I lived, a place called the Kiwanis Oval. And they had a summer program where Parks and Recreation were people there every day. We had little contests and taught us how to make lanyards and that type of thing. Look, these are good programs.
They are. You can find testimonials from people of all ages saying Parks and Rec saved them. You know, my dad was one of them. He grew up in downtown Renton in a really rough area, and he said, if I wasn't at that rec center every day, I would be in jail. You know, there's testimonials from everyone that I've been in contact with that's talked about Parks and Rec involvement, is they provided things that saved us.
Okay, so if you do not want your children to go to jail, make sure
send them to us.
I know we're not Renton, but I shouldn't say that. Renton's great. Renton's wonderful.
All right, so again, a little more about the concert series. You know, because I know
that's
you
Sasha's
do it.
baby. We'll let him.
So it's every Friday through July and August at Centennial Park.
And the Centennial's the one at the corner of Yakima and Wenatchee Avenue, right?
Yes.
Where the old Columbia Hotel used to
Across
be.
from Davis Furniture.
Across from Davis Furniture, and, right in that same parking lot. So this year we're doing different theme nights. So we're going to have country night, we're going to have a family night, we're going to have jazz night. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different options for each night. And it's just really, it's fun, free family fun to come down. We have lots of kids activities, so we'll do temporary tattoos and face painting, and we'll have lots of games for the kids out back, and it's just really kind of a fun way to spend your Friday evenings in the summer.
Cool. There's food, and it's just a really, again, a family thing. You can bring your family down. There's no cost involved. Again, there's no financial barriers, which is a biggie for me.
Yeah, and how do you get the bands to play? Are these people that volunteer to come out and play and that kind of stuff?
No, so we
get sponsors.
We get sponsors. We're completely based on sponsors. So I'm starting now the big push to find them, and Wenatchee Valley Community Health has been really huge in being a huge sponsor for us for that, and we're thankful that we still have them helping us. But we're trying to get others for just kind of single show sponsorships to help us out with putting on those shows.
Oh, cool. Well, you guys are doing quite a bit. How many people work for Parks and Rec on a regular basis?
Well, it's the 2 of us in the office. We're the only full-time staff.
All right. Okay.
And then we have temporary staff, usually high school, college kids. And throughout the year, we have upwards of 60. Most of those are in the summer. We have about 52 on staff in the summer. And through the rest of the year, we keep about 10 that help us run our other programs. Summertime's kind of we work triple time.
Yeah,
and
then
we work normal fast hours during the rest of the year, but summer is crazy.
I would imagine that
no vacations in the summer.
No.
Bump up. Well, hey, I'm talking with Carol Andre and Sasha Smith from Wenatchee Parks and Rec. I asked them specifically here to talk about Special Olympics, which is coming up, and we're going to get back to that, but we need to take a break. So, Street Talk and Other Stuff with Mike Mad Dog Magnetti. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Thursday night, hockey night on the NCW Life Channel. It all begins at 7 o'clock with a call of the Wild and Clarkie's Corner. Then it's non-stop hockey action with the voice of the Wild, Arch Ecker. Join us as the Wild battle the rest of the BCHL. Thursday night is hockey night on the NCW Life Channel.
I'm Dr. Ron Singleton. See how Ideal Protein can help you.
I started Ideal Protein about 10 months ago. I'm down 123 pounds and a little over 50 inches.
Using Ideal Protein, I've lost 37 pounds in just 10 weeks.
I lost over 52 pounds in 4.5 months on Ideal Protein.
This has been a wonderful journey. The food is great, and it's a very easy program to follow.
This medically designed program has repeatable, safe, and effective results. Call us today to schedule your weight loss consultation.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Hi, I'm Eric Granstrom, your host for Let's Learn here on the NCW Live channel. On this program, we take a little extra time to dive into various subjects to learn more about them, whether it's taxes, investing, death or dying, or anything else for that matter. We'll learn more about it right here. It's Let's Learn on the NCW Live channel. Come on, let's learn together.
All right, thanks for coming back. I've got Carol Andre and Sasha Smith from Wenatchee Parks and Rec today, and this is what I wanted to talk about. Now, Special Olympics, as we said at the beginning of the show, you've been doing this for 28 years?
Yes, here.
Okay, well give us a little background on it, but before that, tell us about what you did this weekend.
Oh, we had the Polar Plunge for Special Olympics.
Right.
It's an annual event. This was year 17. So basically, it's a law enforcement involved program. So law enforcement helps promote it. They help us with the organization, and they go in with us. And
when they say go in, what do you mean they go in?
It means that we jump into the Columbia River. And it was actually warm this year. It was 38 degrees. It's been as low as it's been in the 20s. In fact, last year we had so much ice we couldn't even plunge. They couldn't break through the ice.
Oh,
so it was so warm this year.
No.
But we had 74 plungers.
Really? Okay. And this is a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser. So
people get people to sponsor them.
You get pledges. Yes, and it's pretty easy for people to give you money because all you have to do is say you're jumping in the river in February, and they're like, here you go. So it's pretty easy to get sponsorships. But we brought in a little over $16,000, and the money is still coming. So we'll have a final tally here soon.
Well, I want to share, this polar plunge thing. Sasha's predecessor, a guy named Sarah Fitzgerald, once called me up and said, you'd be great to do this polar plunge. We just need to know how much money would you need people to pledge for you to jump in the Columbia River? I said $50,000.
That would have been an awesome year.
It would have been. It would have been. That's what would have taken to get me to go in there.
It's not that bad.
Oh, yes, it is.
No.
Oh gosh.
I've done it every year. It's quick.
Great. I'll salute you. Okay. All right, but okay, it's a fundraiser, Special Olympics.
So all that money raised stays for the Wenatchee Special Olympics teams, which we run through Wenatchee Parks and Recreation. We run the local Special Olympics program, 14 sports year-round. That's the local program.
Okay, and what is Special Olympics?
Special Olympics is a year-round sports and training program for people with intellectual disabilities.
Okay. So
we have over 300 athletes in our program. The state has
300 in our local program?
In our local program.
Oh, wow.
The state has 17,500 athletes. There's 4.9 million in the 172 countries worldwide.
Really?
So it's a huge organization.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But what's coming up in March is the state winter games, which we just happen to be able to host in Wenatchee. We're the only site that can handle alpine skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, figure skating, speed skating, and basketball in a 30-mile radius.
Really?
There's no other place in the state that can do that.
Okay, so all these events occur here in Wenatchee every year.
They do. We have our local programs training,
but
this is the state event. So the whole state competes at regional levels, and then they win and they move forward to the state event, which we host.
Okay.
So it's completely separate from our local program. This is just a major event that our city gets to host.
All right.
And it's fantastic.
Okay, so how many people are you expecting,
1,500 athletes.
And that's with their families and everything.
That's not including, that's just the athletes.
Just athletes, yeah.
Another 400 or 500 coaches and chaperones, close to 600 volunteers, and then spectators. So it's a huge event for the Valley. And all these sports run simultaneously on this weekend. So we've got 16 different venue sites running simultaneously. So it takes a huge amount of volunteer support.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And then we have peripheral events like the opening ceremonies at the Town Toyota Center and the big dance at the Convention Center. And we have Olympic Town for the athletes. 8 Kiwanis clubs are making 2,000 lunches every morning.
Oh, wow.
It's
cool.
a huge operation, but it's awesome.
Okay, the dance.
Yes.
Well, I know
the highlight of the weekend.
Okay, well, tell us about, give us some info on
that.
You're allowed to talk, by the way.
I know, it's okay.
I know she's your boss.
This is her baby. Baby. I'll jump in.
All this is letting me know is that you're a well-trained husband. Yes, dear. Anything you say, dear. When Mama happy, everybody happy.
Jump in anytime.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So the dance, we have a band. It's Captain Jack and the rock and roll pirates,
Oh.
live band coming from Seattle. And so we have a theme for the dance. So the athletes, dress up. We have a hair fair and massages and nails. They can get all gussied up for the
Cool.
dance.
And where does this
It's
take
at the
place?
convention
At the
center,
convention
in
center?
the Grand
Okay.
Ballroom.
Oh,
And
cool.
if you've never been to a Special Olympics dance, you've never lived, because it's a boogie
It's a blast.
place, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Nobody sits. Everybody dances, and it's so fun and it's so awesome. And we actually have to tell the band, stop playing and leave, because the athletes will not stop dancing, all of us, until
Now,
the band's
is this an event that's open to the public?
It's for the athletes,
Okay.
but we need volunteers for all of these aspects. When I said we have 600 volunteers, right now we have about 314 pre-registered volunteers.
Okay.
So we need basketball scorekeepers, we need referees, we need people who can ski, we need people who can just help us put medals on, or there's something for everybody.
Okay.
You can volunteer for 2 hours, you can volunteer for 20 hours.
Okay.
And a lot of Youth United kids actually
Okay,
do
well,
that.
let's do this now, and we'll talk about it again before the end of the show. If
Okay.
you want to volunteer, who do you contact? What do you do? And by the way, if you don't catch everything that Carol and Sasha are saying right now, you can contact me later, maddog@nwi.net, and I can hook you up with the information and the contact. But if somebody wants to volunteer,
It's super easy. Just go to SOWA at SpecialOlympicsWashington.org.
Okay.
SOWA.org. Click on volunteers, and the Winter Games volunteer option will come up, and it lists everything you can do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You can volunteer for a couple hours helping me at opening ceremonies Friday, or you can volunteer 8 hours for basketball Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday. You can do whatever your interest may be.
Cool.
So there's something for everybody, and families.
And if you have a bigger group, you can contact us directly, and we can send a list to Special Olympics to get that set up as well.
Yeah, you can register as a
reach out
group.
to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Sasha, what will you be doing during Special Olympics?
Yeah,
What's your job?
So last year, I'm in charge of setting up all the medical personnel. So I make sure that Lifeline and Ballard, and then also when we're up in Leavenworth, getting the Leavenworth group up there in terms of just the medical support that we have. We also work with Wenatchee Valley College, and they send over their nursing assistant program people over as part of to help out at the gym space primarily for basketball. So I'm kind of in charge of making sure that we get all those people there on time. And then last year we were really short on basketball referees, so I was reffing both on Saturday and Sunday while helping Carol on Friday evening, making sure that opening ceremonies went smoothly.
Okay.
So yeah, just kind of wherever I'm needed to be, I go. And it's a last year was my first year doing it in terms of winter games, and it was a huge undertaking, but it was also one of the most fun programs that I've ever had the opportunity of being part of.
We try and tell people that if you haven't experienced anything related to Special Olympics, just come to opening ceremonies. It's open to the public. There's no cost. It's at the Town Toyota Center. You can come and you will just be blown away at what a cool thing it is.
You'll get hooked right off the bat.
Okay, so when is this? When are the
It's
opening
Friday,
ceremonies?
March 2nd.
Friday, March 2nd.
At Town Toyota Center at 7 p.m. The big cauldron, I don't know if anybody knows this, but the big cauldron that's out in front of the Town Toyota Center, that was put there by Cascade Natural Gas. Actually, it was up in Memorial Park first, but they moved it when the Town Toyota Center was built. That was put there for Special Olympics weekend to be lit, just like the regular Olympics, the whole weekend of competition.
All right.
So that gets lit that night.
So that'll be on fire.
Yes, it will.
Oh, cool.
I think it's important to say too, I'll often have people call me and say, I don't know how to play basketball, I don't know how to ski or snowboard, I don't know anything about ice skating. There's something to do in terms of volunteering for everybody. No matter what your knowledge is of the sport, there's still a place for people to come in and be able to volunteer and help out in some capacity.
Yeah.
So don't let the fact that you're not, super sports savvy.
You don't have to be a technical expert by any means.
Exactly.
You just want to have fun.
I would imagine if you needed a basketball referee, they'd have to have some basic
Well,
knowledge.
there are some
but other.
Yes.
But there are other stuff.
Majority of the positions that are available to volunteer do not need any special skill set.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're interested in volunteering, again, SOWA.org. SOWA.org.
SpecialOlympicsWashington.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They
just
do
type
that
in.
And put down what they want to do.
It's super easy. You can register online, and once you're registered for whatever you choose to volunteer for, then you're automatically in the system, and they'll be in contact with you. Okay, you signed up for this. Please show up at this time.
Cool.
This location.
Yeah. So it's all it's a good organized system.
Okay. What are the dates again?
March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Okay. And you mentioned something about Leavenworth. This takes place in different.
Cross-country skiing will be up in Leavenworth.
Okay.
We're still working out the venue just in terms of how much snow is actually going to be up there. Generally, historically, it's been at the fish hatchery right next to Sleeping Lady Mountain Resort.
Okay.
The Leavenworth Winter Sports Club.
Yeah.
But they're a little short on snow right now.
Yeah, right.
But we've we've done it out by Lake Wenatchee before, so we're doing some logistical stuff right now.
Okay, well, cool. Okay, Special Olympics is coming up March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And if you're interested in volunteering, you can go to SOWA.org. Have I got
contact
that right?
us at Wenatchee Parks and Rec, and we'll hook you up.
Okay, Wenatchee Parks and Rec. But hey, Sasha, Carol, thanks for being here, but stick around.
Thank you.
Okay, got something else you might enjoy at the end of the show. But hey, Street Talk and Other Stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati, stick around. We'll be right back. So.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.
Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house, fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life channel.
I'm Eric Grandstrom with NCW Life Sports.
I'm NCW Life News Director Steve Hare.
Catch us on LocalTel Channel 12. Watch us on Charter Channel 19 or stream us live on ncwlife.com.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Where we cover the local high schools, the Wenatchee Wild, and the pro teams out of Seattle.
On Saturday, we have a 90% chance of rain.
Catch it all right here on the NCW Life channel.
My name's Robert Duff. Current and previous occupation is architect, engineer, and lawyer. Grew up here in Washington, born in Moses Lake. When I first came to CVCH, was looking for a place to get some dental work done. I was really impressed with the people at the counter. I mean, they were just on top of it. It only took her like 15 minutes to do the job. I didn't feel anything. The technology is so great, you don't even realize you're at the dentist. These people are so professional. I would have any one of these people in my home for dinner. These people are family.
Okay, Street Talk and Other Stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati. Now, I haven't done this part of the show for a few weeks because it's just been different stuff coming up. But this is called Your Probably Worthless Opinion, where I read letters from viewers, and I happen to have one here. So let's see what this person has to say. It says, Dear Mad Dog, like everyone else, I've been reading about Bitcoin. Bitcoin. And I want to get in on the action. I understand that Bitcoins need to be mined, right? Yeah, so if anyone is prospecting for them in Wenatchee, do you know? I know there have been several gold mines in the area. So I'm guessing that around here it might be a good place to start mining Bitcoins. But instead of mining for them myself, I thought I'd open up a business that sold pick shovels, sluice equipment, and other prospecting supplies. Would you like to go into business with me? I love these business offers. Would you like to go into business with me? Or do you know anyone interested in backing a surefire business? If so, please let me know. Signed, Bitcoin Riches, here I come. All right, well, Bitcoin Riches, let me just explain something to you. I'm going to tell you right now what I understand about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is and in mining Bitcoin, and you need a lot of power when you mine Bitcoin. So that's about the best I can tell you. So I wish you good luck on your business venture. I mean, you understand anything about Bitcoin?
No. As much as you just
said. Good. I hope I made it a little more clear. But Carol, nice to have you again.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, and good luck with Special Olympics coming up March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Hey, Street Talk and Other Stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati. We will be here next week. I've got a great guest who's coming in to talk about the marijuana industry. Ooh. Okay, but yeah, so that should be interesting if we're both capable of coming in and talking about it. So hey, we'll see you next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.